If you'd asked me if I wanted to watch a feature-length story about two big beardy blokes falling in love and dying together, I would have said, no thanks, not really my kind of thing. But surprisingly, it turned out to be the best episode yet. So I guess there's a lesson in that for us all. It's also the biggest departure from the game, with hardly any infected, and Joel and Ellie are only there at the beginning and end. We do see them looting an abandoned shop though, which is basically 50% of the gameplay. I think they must have put that scene in just for the gamers. And we see that Joel and Ellie are starting to have the same sort of rapport they had in the games. Ellie's sense of wonder at the idea of travelling in a car or a plane is particularly endearing. But of course the main story is to do with Bill and Frank. It's certainly a change of pace for the show. There's only one real action scene and that's quite short. But it's good that they're doing something different, even this early in the show. It keeps you wondering what you're going to get every week. And this week it's a big gay romance. I did wonder if these characters would have got together or indeed stayed together in the real world. Apart from their sexuality, they are very different people. But I guess after the apocalypse you wouldn't really have much choice. If you met someone the same age as you with your preferred gender and sexuality, you might just stay with them for the duration. But Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett do actually make for a convincing couple. Their relationship does get more believable as we see more snapshots of it down through the years, and they do a good job portraying these subtle shifts of their long-term relationship. The ending will feel differently, depending on whether the viewer has played the game or not. In the game, Joel and Ellie meet Bill and find Frank's corpse, so players will be going through the whole episode expecting to see all that play out at the end. Non-players won't have the same expectation, but going by the rules of drama, they will probably expect the two couples to meet up at some point. Not that Joel and Ellie are a couple, obviously. Either way, everyone will end up disappointed by the ending, as Bill and Frank end up dead before Joel and Ellie even get there. Some might say this is another example of the trope of homosexual characters ending up dead, but compared to all the other characters in the games, this is actually a happy ending. If the show sticks to the game storyline, then Bill and Frank will end up the only characters who get to live a long and happy life together and go out on their own terms, which is about as good an epitaph two fictional characters could have. So yes, it was a definite departure from the games, but I hope they keep on doing that. After all, there's no point in adapting a game into a TV show unless you're willing to tell stories that are more suited for television. So let's hope they carry on in the same way as the season progresses. And I'll be back with more of my thoughts, same time next week.